Usually, when you mix the same basic ingredients together, the results are predictable. You can adjust the ratios to make something a bit stronger or slightly weaker, but you're essentially working with the same recipe. But chemistry often rejects those everyday rules. When carbon and oxygen violently clash, they produce results that defy everything we expect. On one hand, these two elements combine to form carbon dioxide. It's the gas we exhale every day, and in small amounts, it's completely harmless to breathe. Yet those same two elements also produce carbon monoxide, a lethal, invisible poison that blocks the human body's ability to carry oxygen through the blood. The ingredients haven't changed. We are working with the exact same elemental building blocks, yet they somehow yield two completely contradictory physical realities. If chemistry worked on a sliding scale, we might expect a smooth gradient, where adding a tiny bit more carbon simply makes a gas slightly more toxic or slightly less breathable. But nature doesn't operate on a gradient here. These elements lock into distinct, severe states that refuse to blend, following a completely different set of rules. To understand what's happening, we have to look past what these gases do to the human body and measure their raw mass in a laboratory. The law of multiple proportions provides the mathematical framework for how these elements combine. We lock in an identical mass of carbon for both the poisonous and the breathable gas. With carbon constant, we measure the varying oxygen attached in each scenario. Carbon dioxide contains exactly twice the oxygen mass found in carbon monoxide, a clean 2-to-1 ratio. This perfect whole number ratio measured in the lab is the visible result of how elements organize at the microscopic level. If we move from human scale measurements down to individual atoms, we can see why the math is forced to lock into these specific numbers. Nature has a strict physical limit. It is impossible to bond a fraction of an atom into a molecule. In carbon monoxide, one discrete carbon atom bonds with exactly one oxygen atom, creating a simple 1-to-1 structure. To create carbon dioxide, a second whole oxygen atom must snap into the molecule, exactly doubling the oxygen mass. The addition of that single, indivisible unit is the precise mechanic that changes the gas from a deadly poison to something safe to breathe. Because elements combine exclusively in these unbreakable blocks, they create entirely different molecular architectures rather than continuous blended mixtures. This clean 2-to-1 arithmetic appears across various chemical pairings, emerging as a universal principle governing all elements. For centuries, the prevailing belief was that matter was continuous, an unbroken, infinitely divisible smear of material with no distinct internal borders. But the strict whole number math of this law broke that model. It showed that if you zoom in far enough, the smooth gradient disappears, revealing that matter is actually made of rigid blocks. This mathematical reality provided the foundational, undeniable evidence science needed to prove atomic theory itself. The entire chemical universe is pixelated, built out of discrete, countable units that assemble in highly specific mathematical patterns. Now that we understand how elements combine in these fixed, predictable ratios, we can map exactly how complex organic reactions unfold, starting with Markovnikov's rule.